There was a time in Myliang, the Lepcha name for Sikkim, when the wildest of rivers were crossed by means of fragile-looking bridges called Soamm. Built by the Lepchas with cane, bamboo and the most basic of implements, these bridges traversed the raging white waters of Sikkim. This then is a story about the Lepchas and the traditional way in which they build their bridges. All activity in a Lepcha village is preceded by a meeting of the elders and able-bodied men. Dates are fixed and responsibilities handed out.
Bên abi hi gan bukan nyala jam ciona keserong kiri tu dari macam mana keserong di jikmai kalau suba keserong magat pu kalau itu kan bocong sera itu orang cion bocong na ada tutkat mal kalau kiri tutkat tu non kat pu Afrik bambon dengan kunci kasyu udut kasyu yurit na lo tu nak yurit na itu kan bocong tu Afrik orang pun na yurit tak siapa
rồi tụt cái lâu yên mua cái lịch mua xong bị phèo mua thùng hầm đầm chơi dọc bên là gan bữa tôi nó tùm cái lồng non chết
rồi cái bây giờ là lịch mua sa phèo đâu cả đủ rồi mình ba mình thêm mua ba mua sa ba đã là bực khí nó mình ba tiền là bằng
Alo, phi lom na rihi kon wa mana ko non da je no ti tin da
rihi lom da
là rihi ko da je na la thon no yang
ga ti ni la ba la ko bu ko ya
gai muốn nó xem con nào
ka cái là ta ba lik nó bằng nó ka da me ba pa siang dang do na ka klom ba
ko no so ri ko
siang dang da la ma ko ye
ko la no
cái yo
chồng tôi chỉ thay nó mà dọc xuyên mà lắm
cái yo sang la
cho nó cái ta ba lik trong nó cái một phép cái là số trang xin nhỉ mong nhớ hùng xin nhỉ
là rồi làm mà nhìn mong nói là ta ba phim nó cả chơi cả xem mà
sau nào mà làm ông muốn sinh ra là ảnh
The discussions are interspersed with rounds of chi chok, a potent drink made from fermented millet, and snacks prepared from yams and edible roots. The chi chok helps lighten the mood and strengthens the enthusiasm for the daunting task ahead.
cô gắm cho nhóc đâu mày cho biết cho là chi cái nào còn là chi thằng ăn bà này
là nhà bơi luôn sao là cô bằng chồng nét bao nhiêu không giờ
chồng nét như cô tịch ly dòng con này là tịch ly dòng chi hay cô thằng ăn bà này
lên rồi nhà bơi
họ lên tôi mà lên là cô đứng đó đọc chung cho đứng đó các bạn mà lên bóng chung thì nó
nhà bơi lúc xưa mà là gì là
nhưng gì đấy nó cứ cho chị dọc xưa của mưa chứ bà nó
cái này là chỉ dọc chứ mà chỉ là cái gì
lúc cái quý cái một phiếu của cái trong này nó thằng quý bỏ cái phiếu xịn như mình đi bằng một mẹ
là hai mươi thức nữa trời ơi nó dùng xin
nhưng mà đây dùng sử mà đây có sử dụng mà đây Soamm đấy
đây dấu cái niêm nhỉ
ở đây
giờ mà thực thân
ở đây được kia ha rồi tôi nói chuyện với các bạn bố bạn cái gì mua là khi đó bao cũng tốt với trong cũng sẽ có cho ta kia rồi rồi mà tạm xem mà là khi bắt đầu nó
dạ bao nhiêu mà cam gì nó
mì hình rồi sẽ riêu rồi ra sẽ ra rồi mì
dum là nó chum lại xong thôi nó chưa xong rồi
chưa chúng xong mà chưa quý là bên cái chữ
toàn bữa đó lúc đó làm chuyện đâu
Once the discussions are over, the men leave, and those assigned with the task of collecting the cane head for the forest.
Phật bưu Phật tên rồi thế nào Phật bưu có chuyện sao mà chúng chờ đón chứ có
The cane belonging to the calamus species grows entwined on the trees, often reaching hundreds of feet in length. Extracting the cane is not easy, and the thorny bark makes the task even more difficult. This is why the outer covering of the cane is always removed to make handling easier. And after the cane is gathered, the site for the bridge now needs to be prepared. All the materials required for the construction of the bridge is transported to the site, which has been carefully selected by the experienced elders. The elder of the group, who is also often the bungting or shaman priest, accompanies the group right from the beginning. His presence is not only auspicious for the commencement of the work, but also as an assurance against the spirits of the forest. Besides, he can also help in carrying a bamboo or two. Carrying these long bamboos can be rather annoying in the forest if not balanced skillfully. The bamboo used in these soamms is known as po in Lepcha. It has a coarse surface which helps in getting a better grip. Also, it is more durable than the other varieties. The elder gives the go-ahead for the site to be cleared, and the younger men go at it with swiftness and enthusiasm typical of the Lepchas. The spot is chosen keeping in view the stability of the area and its convenience for travelers. The implements used by the Lepchas are very few and simple. In fact, just the ban or the knife and an axe called the preet. The ban could be described as the Lepcha's Swiss knife, used in virtually every aspect of his daily chores. A tree is carefully chosen and felled. This will provide the pillars, crossbeam and the anchor housing the cane structure. After lopping off the branches and twigs, the trunk is cut into logs of required length. They are then carried to the site. No unnecessary felling of trees takes place. Usually one tree is enough for the whole structure of the anchor house. The elders are always served first and then the others. A typical lepcha meal begins with a chichok, which helps quench the thirst and ease the fatigue. This is followed by kuruku or buckwheat bread. Along with sunnyo, which is rice cooked with green vegetables. A generous helping of chili adds spice to the meal. The lunch over, the women folk return, and the men get back to work. This is the log that will be used as the anchor to which the ends of the suspension ropes will be tied. Moving the heavy log is not an easy job, but with a little bit of ingenuity and skillful strength, it slides forward inch by inch to its designated place. Such a task would be impossible without the strength and coordinated movements between the young and the experienced. The anchor lock is placed behind huge boulders which will act as a natural check. Generally, the older and more skillful lot prepare the lengths of cane to be used as rope, while others dig the pit for the pillars. After the anchor log has been stamped into place, the pillars come next. The pillars are hoisted and anchored firmly beside each other for the cane ropes that will be stretched over them. And now, finally, the crossbar. This is a dangerous maneuver. Should anyone let go or be careless, it could prove fatal. But then, there is a chorus of achule signifying success. Once hauled up, the crossbar is securely tied in place. This anchor house uses principles similar to those in modern-day suspension bridges. More support poles are added to ensure firmness to the main anchor house. By the second day, the anchor houses on both sides of the river are ready. It is now time for the suspension ropes to come across. A thin rope called pasong is tied to a blunt arrow and shot across to the other side. The pasong is linked to a cane rope, which is then hauled across the river. Sometimes the rain adds to the difficulty, but the work must go on. Once the hauling starts, it has to be continuous and steady, because if the cane rope gets into the water, the raging currents would make it difficult to pull out. The hauling side obviously has more in number, as more strength is required to haul, while those on the opposite bank just have to ensure a free flow of the cane rope. Later, more cane ropes will be added to strengthen the main suspension. Soon, the other rope is also suspended, and work on the floor and the side railings begin. When the suspension is ready, the sliced cane is hung on the suspension ropes, which will later form the railing. The front construction is led by the most experienced elder, known as the Soamm Nokbu, which roughly means the leader. He advances on a single short length of bamboo suspended from the main suspension ropes. With nothing in front to step on, the Nokbu's life is constantly at risk. This is perhaps the most perilous of the tasks involved in the construction of the bridge, as one slip could spell disaster for the entire group. When he has to move forward, it requires a skill and dexterity unique to the Lepchas. The Nokbu transfers his weight onto the single cane rope and hangs onto it while pushing the log forward. He then gets back on the bamboo and ties more loops for the floor bamboos to come in, thereby extending the floor further. Slowly but surely, the floor of the bridge moves forward. The ones immediately behind the Nokbu are called Soamm, or the ones who place the flooring bamboos. The Soamm have an equally important role, which is as hazardous as that of the Nokbu. They must keep pace with the front man and make sure that the tips of the bamboo they have placed are secure on the supporting rope. Behind the klebboos come the rest, placing more bamboos and adding more railing ropes at intervals of about a foot. Each step requires a loop to be pulled from under the bamboo and tied to the other side. The bamboo floor rests on the swing thus created. The sides of the swing make up the railing, which protects the traveler on the bridge. As work on the bridge progresses, the Bungting or shaman priest begins his ceremony. Nature has always been the chief source of religion for the Lepchas, and constructing the bridge requires propitiating the deities. Helped by his assistant, the Bungthing invokes the spirits of the mountains, lakes, rivers and forests and seeks their blessings. Offerings are made to ensure smooth progress and prevention of untoward events, while also thanking the spirits for their benevolence. Meanwhile, down at the bridge, the younger lot take over from the older lot. With the agility and speed of youth, the work progresses faster. More bamboo, more cane, and more loops. Towards the end of the day, the bridge is almost ready. A few more touches, a tightening of a loop here, shortening a piece of bamboo there, and the Soamm is finally complete. In its completed state, the bridge measures about 70 meters. The younger ones are thrilled with their success, while the elders are relieved and thankful that the work was completed without mishaps. Tonight, the entire Lepcha village will celebrate with food, drink and song. The valleys will resound with the laughter which, as the legend goes, will float up into the night sky to become the twinkling stars. Bole